What's going on, guys? It's my quick showcase on my finest Freddy 6 recreation inside of Lego Fortnite. Now, since we don't really have an accurate representation of Pizzeria Simulator inside of the original FNAF 6, I kind of went for a design that's based on FNAF 6, but also takes aspects from the designs we see in Help Wanted and Security Breach. So you see we've got the room in here, the main stage, and over here you got the interrogation room, which you use this for the scrap animatronics inside of FNAF 6. And then over here, we have this lovely room that we have, which is basically the entrance point which you enter inside of FNAF's the Security Breach Ruin, which is pretty cool. And of course, you got this other area over here, which I kind of interpret as a kitchen, which has our boy Candy Cadet, our scuffed Candy Cadet friend. Over here as well, you have the area from Help Wanted 2, which you can play Princess Quest with the little device here that kind of lets you take off the vanity mask, which is pretty cool. And one of my favorite aspects about this build is actually using the floor pieces from the Durburger restaurant gallery, using the frosted pieces to kind of put it on the wall like that, which is kind of something you see in the designs of the pizzeria that makes appearances inside of Security Breach and Help One. Now going downstairs, we get to see an awesome area, which is from Ruin, which has the rooms over here. Of course, if you know what I'm talking about, this is the room for Burn Trap with his little pod right here. And of course, over here, you have the main FNAF 6 office, which is pretty cool. And you go inside the whole vents and you can reenact the connection terminated scene. Michael, get me out of here! Michael! But after that, you can just go this way, which will find another downstairs area. Besides my storage over here, we do not acknowledge that, which brings you down to the amazing cave. Yeah, very spooky. And then over here, this leads you to the little scuffed Fazbear forklift, or a little mixes machine using a lot of the first order gallery stuff, and the festival pieces right here, and the family neighborhood flooring on the top right there. And of course, once you disable the mixes machine, you can go inside to the Mimic's lair, and you can shout out, "The Mimic!" or whatever, and have a fun time trying to outrun him, which leads nowhere yet, which eventually will lead to caves, which will lead to sister locations, which is my next project happening later this week. So with that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy the short, and if you guys did, please leave me a like if you're subscribing for more content just like this. And with that being said, I hope you all have a spectacular day, and I'll see you next time. Peace out, everyone.